Hey there, so are you wondering why people are moving here to Orem, Utah? Well, today you are in luck because I'm going to be sharing with you really just some different reasons why people are making Orem home, really where Orem is located, and we're going to hop into it right now. Mariah Koehle here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in Utah, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living in the Salt Lake City, Utah area. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you are notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and it'd be our pleasure to connect with you. So today I am here in beautiful Orem. You can see I am right near a park that there's a river that's right behind me. It is so pretty here. And really, let me hop right into where Orem is, why people are why people are moving here to this location. And let's get started. So number one, Orem is located just about 30 minutes south of Salt Lake, and it's just slightly north of Provo. So you've got south of Salt Lake and just north of Provo. And actually really Provo, Utah and Orem, Utah are right next to each other. So a lot of times people will shop in Orem but live in Utah, or vice versa, will live in Provo and shop in Orem simply because they are so close together. But again, so you've got Orem, like I said, where it's situated, and people are moving here to Orem, number one, simply because of the beauty. It's a really beautiful place, and you're close to the Provo Canyon, which people absolutely love going through Provo Canyon. There are so many fun things to do if you're into picnicking or biking or hiking. Skiing up in Sundance is an amazing thing to do. So really Orem, because of the proximity that you are to Salt Lake City, if you are working in Salt Lake, it's a nice suburb if you decide, hey, you know what, I actually don't want to be right in Salt Lake, but I want to be more in Utah County. Orem might be a good fit for you because you're a little bit closer than Provo, not a ton, but a tad bit, and you are in Utah County. So a lot of times in Salt Lake, depending on where you're at in Salt Lake, you may get more of that inversion, that thick smoggy air that kind of comes in Salt Lake. Here in Orem, in this Utah County area, you will typically tend to see less of that. Because you're near the canyon as well too, you've kind of got especially when there's storms that come in and out, you're near that canyon where for whatever reason they tend to blow in and tend to blow out a little bit easier. So that proximity that you are not only to the mountains, but the proximity that you are to, Salt Lake, if you're working up there, commuting up there, it is it's a nice distance from that. Speaking of proximity, if you are into traveling here in Orem, there is the Provo Airport that is really, really close to Orem. And then you've got the Salt Lake International Airport. So you've got two airports that are close by. And so like I said, you've got the proximity to the canyons, you've got the proximity to Salt Lake, you've got the proximity to those international airports, or the Salt Lake International Airport, and then you've got the Provo Airport, and they're actually talking about expanding that Provo Airport too, so more flights in, more flights out. Something to know about that. Next, people are moving here to Orem simply because of the universities that are here. There are a lot of educators that are moving here to Orem simply because they're taking jobs. Professors are taking jobs at both, University of Utah, which is the university that is actually in Orem. And then you've got in Provo, you've got Brigham Young University. So you've got two universities, one that's actually in Orem and one that is 5 minutes away from Orem, depending on where you're at. Might be actually even a little bit closer. It could be a few minutes farther away. But because of the education that is here too, people are moving here because they're like, oh, you know what? My kids are going to be going to these different universities. I want to be close by. And the school system here is also good, which kind of leads me right into the family friendly aspect that you are going to notice here in really in Utah, but in Orem as well. It's got a very nice family friendly environment. With that family friendly environment, you are going to see just a lot of families out in the community. There are different festivals that are here. There are a lot of different parks and recreation that are here in Orem as well. It's very, community friendly. You see people out and about walking, biking, taking their kids to parks. You're just going to see a lot of people simply out, which kind of leads me to the next thing too. If you are really active and you're active in the community and you like being outdoors, lots of people are drawn here to Orem simply because they love being outdoors too. The proximity, like I said, to the canyons and hiking and biking and the mountains are all very close by. And then the cost of living. The cost of living here in Orem tends to be slightly lower than in some of the other surrounding areas. Again, it depends on where you're at in Orem, but some of those places, the cost of living will be slightly less. If you are into chain restaurants, you're in luck. I feel like Orem and then Provo, where, like I said, those cities are so close to each other. I feel like these areas are like the home of chain restaurants. If you are into In-N-Out, if you are into Chick-fil-A, if you are into Cafe Rio or Costa Vida or Panda Express, or literally like the options are limitless here in Orem. Just a lot of kind of quick casual chain restaurants. Also, something to know here in Orem too, if you like that quick casual, there are a lot of drive-throughs. I know in some other areas, you won't see as many drive-throughs. Here in Orem, I'm telling you, it seems like every quick casual has some kind of drive-through. And I've always, I told my husband, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this was made for families and moms and dads, parents who have kids and they don't want to get out of the car with toting all their kids in these, in the restaurants. So they make that for the parents of the world who are trying to get in and out and pick up their kids, pick something up for dinner or lunch or whatever it is. So again, just a lot of family friendly, the parks, the proximity, the different things here, the education system. You've got really just the natural beauty of it all too. The cost of living tends to be a little bit lower here. So if you're thinking about making a move here to Orem, feel free to reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and my team and I help people like you all the time who are looking to move, who are looking to relocate, who are, maybe their kids, like I said, maybe your kids are coming out here for school, or you're taking a job in Salt Lake and you're going, you know what, I don't actually want to be in Salt Lake because I don't want to have to deal with that inversion, but I want to be close to the canyon. I want to be, whatever it is. Orem may or may not be a good fit for you. But again, I always tell people too that are thinking about making a move out here, come on out, check it out. And you'll be able to get an idea of, yeah, you know what, actually this looks like it'll be a great community. It'll be a great, place to raise my family, or maybe it's not. And we look at something else, but at least you'll know if you come on out and take a peek. So like I said, again, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. My team and I work with people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. Take care and have a great one. Bye.